Hello, I'm Susan Fagan, your 9th District State Representative. Thank you for tuning in for my weekly updates on the 2011 session of the legislature. And thank you for trusting me to represent you. We convened Monday, January 10th, and the session is scheduled to run 105 days, adjourning on Sunday, April 24th. The first week of the legislative session went quickly. The governor presented her State of the State address on January 11th and visited our House Republican caucus on January 13th. I was pleased to hear the governor come to some of the same conclusions those of us working in the private sector, and frankly, those citizens who are unemployed, came to a long time ago. We need bold solutions that move our state forward and encourage job creators to hire more people and expand their operations. Getting people back to work is the only way to turn our economy around. I will continue to work alongside my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to get the people's work done. While the session will be dominated by budget discussions, I introduced one piece of legislation this year at the request of the towns of Rockford, Fairfield, and Latah, all rural towns in southern Spokane County. The communities asked me to propose that the state extend the Highway 27 Scenic Byway through the town of Tico and then through Rockford's Highway 278 all the way to the Idaho border. At their request, I introduced the House Bill 1024, which would do just that. The public hearing process just began, and I expect more public discussion on the idea as the session moves forward. Anyone who would like to share their support or comments on this proposal should contact my office or send an email to me. I also want residents to know that I have been meeting with the policy people at Washington State University. I sat down with WSU President Elson Floyd and the university's legislative team, Colleen and Chris, this week to discuss what can be done in the legislature to address some of the university's concerns. As part of the Higher Education Committee, I'm engaged with the current proposals and looking forward to the feedback I receive from the university and our communities on the needs of our public universities. We are faced with a budget deficit that will be hard on every program, but I am committed to listening to the higher education experts and working towards solutions that are balanced and in the best interest of students and faculty. Additionally, there have been a lot of questions about the governor's proposal to create a cabinet-level Department of Education, the leader of which would be appointed by the governor. We all agree that bold reforms need to be made in our education system that will strengthen schools and improve outcomes for students. Streamlining governance and ensuring effectiveness and accountability are important goals. However, the governor's proposal, based on the limited details we now have, does not appear to accomplish these goals. Our state needs an education system that is flexible and responsive to the needs of our children. With that in mind, we have to ask ourselves if concentrating all the decision-making on K through 12 and higher education in one large state agency is the right choice for Washington. The discussions will continue, and I would appreciate your feedback on the issue. I want to assure students, parents, teachers, and our local superintendents that I will continue to fight for and protect levy equalization. Rural areas like the 9th District do not have the property base to keep up with education funding provided through property taxes. Other parts of the state have thousands of homes generating local property tax to fund schools. In our part of the state, in the same space as they have 1,000 homes, we may have one ranch or farm. We simply must make sure every student, regardless of where they live in our state, has an education system equal to that of their urban peers, or as close to it as can be possible. Levy equalization is critical to ensuring that. Finally, I want to introduce my new legislative assistant, Joe DePinto. He's a graduate of Eastern Washington University. He comes to our team with a lot of experience, having worked with U.S. Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers, and I'm sure many of you know Kathy. Joe is available to assist you in working with state agencies and to set up meetings with me for you or your community groups. I know he will be a valuable addition to our office and a very good resource for you. I want to thank everyone who has taken the time to contact my office in recent days. And for those who have not contacted me with your thoughts, I'd like to hear from you. Your comments and opinions on legislation are very important to me and will help guide my decisions on the session's critical issues. I'm Representative Susan Fagan. Thank you again for allowing me to serve you.